Jesus Christ, really?
Don't forget to become a member of UnrealEntGaming's Patreon for exclusive manga content and early access. Isn't that right, Seth?
I already joined his Patreon today. Tons of great stuff on there, actually. But did you really have to blow up the city?
Yes.
Blew up the domino. You blew up the domino, and you're laughing. Do you realize the f***ing crisis here?
And you will be next. Unless you subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications right now.
Or else what? You'll aggressively scream another man's name for several hours?
Kakarot! Kakarot!
Well, this was certainly something that I did not see taking place, especially with Goku Black now channeling his inner rage into using this new form of his. But Universe 6's Hit is not one to be known for giving up so easily either, and so if Hit isn't careful in this battle against Black, then it could cost him everything within this fight. I do, however, wonder, since both of them appear to be getting stronger and stronger the longer they fight, on which one of them will emerge victorious by the end, because if Hit doesn't find a way to slow him down, then it could mean the end of everything as he knows it.
As our story now continues following the initial battle involving both Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black and the assassin Hit within Future Trunks' timeline, as with neither representative looking to fall to the other, it was only during their initial face-off engagement was when Hit went on to respond, "I've studied every variation of Son Goku's techniques during our brief encounter, and therefore, I can already see almost every move that you try and make on me before it's made. You have no idea the chaos you've caused and the damage that you've done, and so, to avoid any more destruction that is left by you, the only other way out of this is for you to be destroyed and be destroyed for good. Never to return ever again, and that is exactly why I'm here," Hit went on to then continue, "and that is exactly why I will continue to fight you until there is only but one of us remaining, and that one will be none other than me," with Goku Black responding, "Is that right? And how sure of yourself are you exactly?" Black then went on to question, "Are you sure that you think you know every single one of my moves and attacks before I even go as far as to use them? Now what if I were to tell you, Assassin, that there is much more to me than meets the eye, and that I have more to my collection of attacks than I have yet to even reveal to you, including an ally that I am simply waiting for so that we may destroy everything once he arrives," with Hit responding, "You what? More to your moves than what I already know, and an ally too? You may have studied time manipulation," Black then went on to quickly respond, "but I possess the power that transcends time itself, and in case you haven't seen it by now, then you soon will. So outside of your time skipping, what could you possibly do that will make a difference?" And the answer is nothing. Without your ability to skip time, you are weak. A low-level hitman with no future and no hope of survival. And if you don't believe that I could see through your ability to time skip and overcome it, then I welcome you to try and do that all again, with Hit now being shown having to now use the time skip by then responding, "Then far be it from me to decline your offer. Your lack of self-awareness of what is about to happen to you is going to be on your head, Black. So now just stay right where you are and watch. Let's see who is proven right once this is over." To which, as Hit was now shown having to make his move, that's when Goku Black then went on to say to himself, "That's right, legendary Hitman. Right this way. Now watch very closely." To which, upon Black now surprisingly having to catch on to Hit's punch, it was only to Hit's surprise as he was now shown having to oversee Black holding onto his fist, where Black then went on to continue, "Are you starting to finally see? Was I lying, Assassin?" "Oh, but that's impossible," Hit went on to then quickly respond. How were you able to see me coming after increasing my time skip? I told you that I'd be able to do what Son Goku did, didn't I? You should have thought twice before coming here, Black then went on to quickly attack Hit by then telling him, as it goes back to what I said, without your ability to skip through time, you are without a hope of winning against me. And this time, I'll make sure that this connects, Black went on to then continue. Answer me, what is an assassin to a god? As the answer is quite simple, as Black went on to then carry on by firing off his Kamehameha, and that's nothing, mortal. Oh damn, that Kaioshin Hit went on to then quickly utter, I can't stop it this time. To which upon the moment of contact, as a gigantic explosion was now seen taking place within the city, was when Goku Black then went on to continue. I tried warning you, didn't I, assassin? I tried telling you that I am above the rest. Did you really think that I wasn't going to figure out how your time skipping works and turn the tables against you once I found out how? I am much more than the basic Son Goku whom you've battled against in your past, assassin. I am much better, Black went on to continue. Much stronger, more intelligent, and far more powerful than any of these mortal warriors that you've faced off with against before. And from what it looks like, I am also able to adapt much faster than you in battle as well, though this mark that you have left me has in fact given me quite a bit of trouble with my heart. And so once I take care of you, then I will go and take care of this and make sure that nothing goes wrong since you wanted to play dirty earlier. And I will never have something like that happen to me again. Yes, I can feel my power increasing more and more throughout our battle here, Black continues. And so I must thank you though, because without you here to help me, I wouldn't be getting as powerful as I am right now, and it's only going to continue to be this way until I destroy you. So, thank you for the added boost in power. Oh, and what's this? Black then went on to question. Ah, still alive, I see, but barely. And I take it that you want to go and try that again, since I'm sure you are very eager to finish me off, but simply can't because of the power gap between us, right? And I'm starting to wonder if you are even worth me trying that move against you again, since I feel as though you deserve more of a slow and agonizing death, Black went on to then continue. Oh, and I think I have just the right method of taking you out for good. Would you like to know what it is? Would you like to see what I'll be ending your miserable life with, assassin? With Hit responding, you caught me off guard with that one, but I could care less on what you want to try and use on me. This isn't the first time that I found myself in a tight situation, and it certainly won't be the last either. So while you continue to run your mouth, I'm buying my time and watching you move very, very closely as I study you, Black. As if I care, Black went on to continue by unleashing one of his energy blades. Here, why don't you go and try and study this? My weapon of choice and my method of destruction against you, assassin. Behold my divine blade. And I will use this to cut you down bit by bit, piece by piece, until you are nothing but a pile of jelly on the ground. A blade made of energy, huh? Well, if that's one of the many secret techniques that you have waiting for me, then I'll just go ahead and do the same thing by showing you a few of my own, Kaioshin. You'd be crazy to think that I'd let you end my life by using that, so go ahead and try me if you think it'll work, and I'll show you. And I'm calling your bluff, mortal. I don't believe that you have any other techniques that will help you escape my wrath, Black went on to then continue. And I am telling you this because my intention is to finally finish you off the moment we engage. So, whatever it is that you are about to try and do, you better hope that it works, assassin, because you will not be getting another chance to try it again. With Hit responding, you're a fool if you think you've already won, because Son Goku also thought the same until he was proven wrong as well. I thrive in adversity, and so the more you push me, the worse this will ultimately get for you. So I'm just buying my time at the moment so I can figure you out, and when I do, then you can rest assured that I'm I'm going to use everything within my arsenal of skills to see that you are destroyed without a trace. So go ahead and come at me because I'm not going to wait on you to make the first move. And if you won't come to me, then I'll do you the honors and come to you. So let's do this. In which upon that very moment his hit was now shown having to do so, that's when Black went on to respond, then go ahead and gladly make your way towards me. No one is stopping you, but do know that you've been warned, assassin. Yes, that's right, you foolish creature. Right this way. Right here is where my blade waits to spill your blood. Almost within range. Yes, there's my chance to end him, Black shouts. But fortunately enough for Hit, his hit was now shown having to lean out of the way was when Goku Black had now gone as far as to miss by then responding, now feel the fury of a god, assassin! Feel the full force of my divine blade. What? No, I don't think so, Kaioshin. How long do you think you can dodge and avoid my divine blade before it finally cuts right through your fragile skin, mortal? For as long as it takes, you coward, as Hit was now shown having to duck on under by avoiding Black's blade. But it wasn't long after to where Goku Black was now shown having to grab onto yet another one of Hit's strikes was when Goku Black then went on to respond, an interesting choice of words, assassin. For as long as it takes, huh? Well, I have an idea then. Why don't we now see what it'll take for you to break then? You are truly a foolish fighter, assassin. Now give me your head. Oh, damn it, he baited me, Hit went on to quickly respond before having to avoid Black's blade. I've got to try and reverse his lead on me. Oh, you're crazy to think that I'd allow for you to cut me down by using that blade of yours. And you will not win, Kaioshin. But then, it was only soon after Hit was shown having to strike Goku in the neck was when Goku Black from out of nowhere had now gone as far as to grab Hit by the neck of his own, as Black went on to then respond, says who, mortal? Says you? And who are you to be compared to me? A nobody is what you are. And you are not going to be what hinders my plans, and I will go as far as I need to make sure of it. I have watched as mortals burned countless civilizations down to the ground, including their own, for the sake of fighting for what they believe to be true, Black then went on to continue. But what is truth to those who refuse to accept it, assassin? Do you actually believe that mortals are worth fighting for? That they are honestly worth keeping around? And for what? For what purpose do any of them have walking amongst gods? There is none, Black continues as he was then shown dragging Hit through a pile of buildings. And you, assassin, are a golden example of this exact hypocrisy. A monumental failure and a pawn within a game that you don't even know is being played, you fool. And this exact mistake must be corrected. And so now feel the unwavering fury of a god. Feel the wrath of my divine blades. In which upon Black now being shown having to extend his blades and penetrating Hit's body, it almost now seemingly looked as though there was nothing that Hit could do to escape this, as Black then went on to continue, and now to immobilize you for good before turning your lights off permanently. To which seconds later, as yet another explosion was now seen, but this time having to come from Hit's body, was when Black then went on to continue, yes, who did that fool think that he was fighting here? He may be clever with his time-skipping tricks, but his ingenuity was simply no match for my unyielding fury and power. And so now to finish the mission for good. How could you possibly understand my vision when you are being used by the very gods themselves as a pawn to destroy me? You and those like you will be destroyed, never to be given the chance to come back ever again. You are going to be nothing more than a head that I will mount on my wall of mortals whom I've slaughtered, and nothing more, since you aren't deserving of being anything more. What's wrong? Having a bit of trouble standing, assassin? Was my attack a little too heavy for your fragile body to handle? Do you know what I plan to do once I complete the Zero Mortals plan, assassin? I plan to replace the entire multiverse with myself, Black continues. Any and all versions of Zamasu alike, for it'll all be mine. Why settle to keep any of you around when I could fill the multiverse with infinite amounts of Zamasus with no end in sight and no one to order me around? Imagine the sight, with Hit responding, yeah, I could imagine it being as terrible as it sounds, words, Black. But you could never pull that off. No matter how badly you try and do it, you won't succeed. You should know that even if I somehow fail, there will be others who will rise to finish what I started, and you know it. But it looked as though Goku Black was not having it, because upon Goku Black now being shown having to use instant transmission, and from that point them being shown having to teleport in front of Hit by kicking him, that was when Goku Black then went on to respond, "Such things will be as I intended, and you will die trying in the process. It's not a matter of if, but when you die, your legacy and efforts of trying to destroy me will ultimately die with you. Just look at what you've been reduced to, assassin. Where is your mighty time skip that you were so sure would work against me now? What a waste of time. The hour of your death has finally arrived, and this is where you and I will part ways, assassin. This was fun while it lasted, but I'm done playing games," Black continues. "It's too bad for you that nobody is here to see this, and with your energy starting to drop, even you yourself now know that this is over. Here, I want you to look at me. My face will be the last thing that you will ever see. You should have kept your nose out of my business and stayed within your own universe until the time came for us to meet. And this will hereby be a message that will be sent to all of the gods who wish to oppose my judgment. I am going to enjoy this more than you can possibly imagine, you dirty insect. I have shown you all that I needed and have collected enough information to now grow even stronger than I ever could have dreamed of becoming in due time. There are no other words for me to say other than one. Die." To which upon Goku Black now shown stabbing Hit directly through the heart, it was only then perceived that Goku Black had now finished off Hit for good, as Goku Black then went on to continue, "I want you to feel every inch of my blade tearing through your flesh and straight into your soul, mortal." But little did Goku Black actually realize that this was all a part of Hit's plan, to which upon Hit's perceived body now shown having to vanish was when the real Hit went on to respond, "You know something, Kaioshin? If I wasn't already well aware of what you were about to do, then I would have already been dead by now. But thankfully enough, I was already 3 steps ahead of you before you went along and made your move on me, and now I've got you." What? A hologram, Black responds, "But how?" To which upon from out of nowhere, the moment Hit was now shown having to use his time skip yet again, it was only upon the moment of contact as Hit was now beginning to attack Goku Black was when Hit went on to continue, "I knew that you would try and use that blade of yours to end my life, which was why I had you take the bait and attack my clone instead. And so since I knew that you would take the bait and get caught in my trap, you will not be given the chance to do what you just did again. And now that I've got you right where I want you, this is where your plans of destroying all mortals will start to fall apart. I could never allow for you and your plans to be what destroys the multiverse, Kaioshin." In which seconds later, the moment Hit was now shown having to be on the offensive in unleashing a barrage of attacks, that's when Hit went on to then continue, "Parasites like you can never be allowed to exist in this or any other world, and so that is why I'm going to be what exterminates you for good." To which the very moment Goku Black was now being shown having to get dropped on down to the ground, that's when Hit went on to then continue, "So now let this mark our final battle, because now that I've seen all that I needed to see, this is where you and I are going to have our final battle, Black. I have given too much and have fought through too many to have this all backfire on me now, which is why I don't intend to lose, Kaioshin. It's all or nothing, and so whether I die trying, at least I'll make sure to take a piece of you with me. So now stand back up and prepare yourself," as Goku Black then went on to respond, Why you? Now you've done it. Now I'm mad, assassin. You haven't beaten me yet, and you never will," with Hit responding, "Then I'll just have to give it everything that I have in order to make that happen. It's all or nothing, and so no matter how much power it will take," Hit went on to continue after being shown powering up, "I will use everything that I have if it means destroying you, Black. Everything that I am and everything that I have will be used to complete my mission. Now let's settle the score and put an end to our fight once and for all, Kaioshin. So now whether it's me me or if it's you, only one of us will be standing last. And I will make sure that you are the one who is destroyed when it's all over. In which upon that very moment, as Hit was now shown powering up, it was only right then and there now during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of the Assassin Hit versus Goku Black manga chapter number 3 special then comes to a close. Now this is it, with only one more manga chapter remaining until we finally find out on which of these two warriors is going to be the last one standing. You do not want to miss out on this and so much more that's going to be coming your way, to which will be made available right now on my Patreon for all of my Patreon members out there to see. So if you not only want to go as far as to support the fan mangas that you see on this channel, but also gain exclusive access and coverage along with content, music, and so much more, then I do encourage for you to become a member of my Patreon today, patreon.com/UnrealEntGaming, in which I will go on ahead and leave those links located down in the description box below and pinned comment section below as well. Because what I would like to know from you guys right now is which of the two between Goku Black and Hit do you believe is going to be the last ones remaining by the very end of this? And let's just say, hypothetically speaking, if this were to ever actually take place within the canonical series itself, then which side would you guys be on between Hit and Goku Black? Let me know what you guys think down below, to which, as always, if you also just so happen to be new to this channel and of course love Dragon Ball and anime, then I do encourage for all of you guys to head on over and smash that subscribe button, on top of making sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up by smashing that like button down below. Tune back in for more. Thank you all so much for your time, and with that, I will be seeing each and every single one of you down in the comment section below and in the next video. Take it easy, everybody, and have a great day. Peace.
I don't think so. You're not going anywhere because there is still a lot more that we have yet to show you. So don't forget to become a member of Unreal's Patreon for more exclusive content and upcoming videos. We hope you enjoy the things you're about to see, so you better not leave because we aren't done. Come now, Broly. Let's finish our battle. Now enjoy.
知略だけでは俺を倒せんぞ。やはり息子では相手にならなかったようだな。また来る。お前の墓ができたらな。これで分かっただろう。降参しろ。急所は外した。しばらく目を覚まさないだろうがな。悪くなかったぞ。
この痛みがまた俺を強くする。神に挑むとは不届き者め。勝てぬと知りながら無駄な抵抗をやめぬとは、どうしてこうも愚かなのか。
なんだと見えているぞ。
そして人間風情に敗北した無力な自分への怒り、それを黙認する神への怒り。悪くない攻撃だった。あざになるかもな。お前の存在こそ罪なのだ。さあ、さらなる高みに登るとしようか。破壊神の力がどれほどのものなのか、実に興味深い。俺は自視深いからな。
とどめを刺すのは俺だ。余計な助けなのだ。
ついに俺の強さが俺の理解すら超えて未踏の高みへと、俺が直々に相手をしてやろう。この強靭な肉体に勝てる者などいるものか。私を待たせるな。どうだこの色、美しいだろう。俺という存在の全てはただひたすらにここを。
正直お前との戦いを楽しみにしていた。お前がこの宇宙をどうしようと俺には関係ない。お前たちの力見せてもらおう。見え
てるのは別の宇宙か、遥か未来か過去か、あるいは俺が抱え込んだ底なしの怒り。
この戦いは俺をさらに成長させた。お前も成長しているようだが、まだ俺には勝てん。
神の怒りの強さがいかほどのものなのか。
俺はすでに1000年以上生きている。この戦いを超えて俺はさらに強くなる。今の構えは
神の怒りを味わえ。私は正しい世を作り上げる。
この戦いは楽しみすぎだ。相手が神だろうと関係ない。
お前らのセンスに合わせて名付けるとしたら、俺に指図するな。宇宙を汚す人間への怒り、共に正義。俺という存在の全て、ただひたすらにここを神に逆らう愚か者め、万死に値するぞ。
始末してやる。
これは
そうだ。背後に気をつけろ。体力の回復を頼む。ギャラリーが多くては仕事にならん。ターゲットを発見。
この俺が破れるとは生意気な。
Hello! Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to UnrealEntGaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms, you sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi!
Silent Cell, me and the fans are having a moment. That's right. I know what you want. Extra long, thick Dragon Ball content. Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.